Well, again, appreciate the opportunity to expand my introduction here uh, from the standpoint of, uh, there we go, starting with my background and so on. Grew up in Ohio, decided to make a move out to the West Coast to attend college, attended University of Southern California, uh, started at executive recruiting from there, met my future wife, and we have one daughter who's now 31 years of age. And from a standpoint of a career path, started with a retained executive search firm in Los Angeles, made a couple changes, including having my own firm, a total of 6 years in the recruiting field. Then I shifted over to outplacement consulting, retained by companies when they lay people off to provide career planning, job search training programs. So it gave me an opportunity to get a good understanding of the labor market, the job market, especially compensation issues and so on. And worked with several firms, had my own firm for a while, transferred over to the Phoenix area in late 1999 with a firm, worked for them for another 3 years, then I left to start my own practice. And back in 2010, two employment attorneys approached me about doing some expert witness work. So I had an opportunity to do that, do vocational interviews, vocational evaluations, I should say, on plaintiffs involved in wrongful termination lawsuits. So I determined their earning capability. And I mentioned it to a colleague of mine. She was a career planning and placement director at Glendale Community College. And she smiled and said, well, Brad, we need to talk. I've been doing vocational evaluations, expert witness work in divorce cases for 20 years. So she became my mentor. And the reason I bring that up is that is the, as I mentioned earlier, main target audience for me are employment attorneys and family law attorneys. So just briefly, in terms of the vocational evaluation process, it's an interesting field. What we strive to do is gain as much background information on an individual, determine their education, their employment history, their compensation history. Then we move forward to look at what occupations are they qualified to do. And especially, say, a spouse in a divorce case, maybe they've been away from the labor market for a while. So I have to make a determination as to what can they step into immediately. Do they need to go back, get some additional training, get up to speed with things, or are they interested in looking at other opportunities? So I do a labor market analysis, a compensation analysis, and then with regards to compensation, a lot of issues there in terms of gaining empirical data. So I will do research to look at national and, more importantly, regional and local compensation surveys to determine what do people in occupations, let's say in the Phoenix area, earn. And validity of data is very important. The Bureau of Labor Statistics partners with the state employment departments, such as the Arizona Department of Economic Security, to gain information about what people earn in specific occupations in various areas of Arizona. So it's important to gain as much information there. Sometimes, however, the job categories in with the Bureau of Labor Statistics are fairly general. So I use private survey companies as well to gain more information that is really relevant to the cases I'm working on. So in doing an earning capability analysis, I think a main challenge is the changing labor market. It's really important to look at the fact that a lot of people are involved in what I call the gig economy. They're working in part-time projects, seasonal jobs. They have their own business, if you will, as independent contractors versus working full-time for other companies. So that is important for me to gain as much information again about a person's background, and then equate, especially those that have been more in an entrepreneurial venture, I equate that to if they were to work for somebody else, what would they earn? And what empirical data is available in terms of compensation. I've really enjoyed the opportunity since 2010 to grow my practice. It accounts for about 2/3 of my revenues now. I still have my hand in career consulting. I always say that's my day job. Keep my ear to the ground, what's going on out there in the labor market. And to me, the best marketing, the best sales strategy is to satisfy my clients. Do the work, do it well, retain those clients, as well as gain referrals from them. And then marketing, certainly gaining visibility out there. I work a lot with the Arizona State Bar Association to sponsor events, especially with my targeted audience, employment attorneys and family law attorneys. So I have display tables and do sponsorships of a lot of their seminars and at the annual conference as well. And also, I learned early on as a recruiter to nurture your network, support the success of others, make it a two-way street when you're involved with promoting your products and services. And I really appreciated the opportunity to be involved with the firm team and have the opportunity to refer potential clients to others that provide services and products to the legal field. So it's been a real good transition for me, again, 15 years ago, to include the expert witness practice in my consulting portfolio, if you will, and really appreciate that and look forward to continue to grow that. So I appreciate the opportunity to give you a presentation and fill you a little bit further about my background and what I do. Thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you, Brad. Can you please share what all of those initials after your name mean, please?
Yeah, I always say when you're going against attorneys, it's important to have a bunch of initials after your name, have some credibility. So, of course, MBA, CMF is Career Management Fellow. And then I have 2 human resource certifications, Senior Professional in Human Resources. And then through the Society of Human Resource Management, I have a senior competency and professional with that. And then CFLC is a Certified Forensic Litigation Consultant. And that's through an organization that I've been involved with, the Forensic Expert Witness Association. So it's a certification program to develop your skills and knowledge in testifying and so on. And I'll mention FEWA as, again, an opportunity that I like to be able to refer other experts to attorneys that, like Sarah gets involved in business valuation and forensic accounting and so on. And so I really appreciate the opportunity to be in a position to refer her as well as others that may be needed to support an attorney's strategy in dealing with their clients.
Do you have a moment to share a quick success story that you had recently, hopefully being able to help an attorney win a case or win bigger because of your specialties? Putting you on the spot, I know.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I've always enjoyed the opportunity as a consultant to do exactly that as an expert witness. I think it's important for experts when they're contacted by attorneys to do their particular subject matter expertise, to think outside the box, make the attorneys aware of the issues that need to be addressed. So I had one situation recently where an attorney called me to really do had some real concerns because the individual in a divorce case had left full-time employment and was doing consulting in programming and so on for many, many years. And he had his ups and downs as an entrepreneur. So he was very concerned about being able to attribute specific earnings to the individual to use in the divorce situation. So I was able to acquaint him with the process, make him aware that I certainly would analyze the individual's background, understand their skills, knowledge, and experience, and then equate that to the fact that there are jobs available that that individual could take on full time and earn a specific salary, potentially, salary plus bonus. So again, equate that to empirical data with regards to what do people earn in that particular area of technology. So he was very appreciative of that because he really had some concerns about was it going to be possible to equate a earning capability to this individual.